commence the summoning ritual.
Enough. Look at you. Your pathetic efforts will not summon our Lord. We need a proper vessel. One that, balances form and functionality at a reasonable scale. And I know just the people.
It would be perfect! Working spring locks, a removable head so you can see Afton's face, and he'll be super relevant with the movie and FNAF's 10th anniversary and—
But Withered Bonnie won our poll.
What?
Huh. The Hair Collective would like to sponsor your Withered Bonnie model? Meet up at this address to discuss terms and payment?
We're offering you 2% equity in Quibble Coin. Deal?
What the hell is a quibble?
Okay, how about 5 Whoppers?
Uh-huh.
And 5 more Whoppers.
Whoppers are doing pretty bad on the resale market right now.
How about $500?
Uh-huh.
In Spencer's gift cards.
What?
50 Faz coins.
No.
A print of Kinkles?
No.
Family Guy Season 12?
No,
It's on
no,
DVD?
what?
Crack?
Can you believe this guy? Let's just cut our losses and— Oh.
Is Withered Bonnie the best character from Five Nights at Freddy's from FNAF 2? Objectively the best game in the series. Scott Coppin said, no other character made him busted grumpy at the pure. The jump scare hit me so hard, I instantly gained sentience and peed white for 10 minutes.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Finally, you're awake.
God, how long was I out?
Well, you made a presentation, convinced me to build Withered Bonnie, and then you passed out for 3 months.
What?
I didn't care for Withered Bonnie before designing this model, but I've gotta say, after putting him together, I still don't really care for Withered Bonnie. That's not to say I don't like how it turned out. The head is the most important part, even though he's missing half of it. Poor guy. On the bottom jaw, I accounted for every tooth. I had to cleverly use brackets and snot bricks to shape it up well. It's hands down one of my favorite parts. And the shape of the head is pretty accurate. There's some complexity to the understructure to get all that detail, and I really like how we accomplished this frayed look where the mask is split.
Sadly, no removable faceplate, for a few reasons.
1,
It would be too front heavy and put more strain on this axle than there already is.
2,
There's no canonical depiction of unwithered Bonnie.
3.
If we're giving him a faceplate, why not another arm and a foot? And at that point, it should be a separate variant.
The ears are simple but effective. Then, for the exposed endoface, we use string, teeth, even hot dogs for the wires of various length in there. The red of the eyes is accomplished with this modified plate with bar. We have an alternate version that allows for lighting, which I'll get to in a moment. Now, we have to address the color, before we get comments saying, Withered Bonnie is blue, why did you make him purple? Here's Withered Bonnie. Here's our model in Lego's blue, and in Lego's purple. Lego's blue is too saturated, very unlike the faded indigo of Withered Bonnie. I admit purple is not perfect, but it approximates that color much better than blue and even dark blue. Official merch can't even decide on a color. And if I had to guess, that's because the designers of these products were also limited by what colors of plastic or felt they could mass produce.
The torsos may be a bit too wide, but shaped well all the way around. I especially like the belly, which can be taken off. The inside needs to be hollow to fit a battery pack for the lights. Again, we'll get to it later. Then up here's the bow, clipped on to get the correct angle. Of course, on his right side is a tangle of wires featuring strings, a whip piece, and these Navi hair cords from Avatar. Then, the torso connects to the pelvis with these newer rotation joints.
The limbs are done in much the same way as Lefty, except taller and with more exposed areas. We had to use the bracket flipping technique quite a bit as LEGO doesn't produce many inverted slopes in purple. I also used grates and clips to get that tattered texture. Across the whole model, I used different textures and colors to get that dirty and decayed effect. Studded, smooth, grated, purple, black, gray. It's almost like he's withered or something. I'm pretty happy with the feet too, and I like the way they're built. Huge stompers compared to the legs, of course, and that's accurate. Oh yeah, and the endo foot too. I made a few oversights with the model's stability. It can't easily stand without support, because these joints are not as rigid as I thought, but that's the sacrifice I made for greater articulation. Designing this thing was a rough process. The proportions gave us a lot of trouble because we wanted it to be in scale with Lefty. Canonically, the withered animatronics are taller than the rock stars, but I had to compensate for the size of the head, and it's off, I know, but we captured a lot of detail. Now for the fun part. I designed the lighting function around these elements from Light My Bricks. Not sponsored. Red point lights, which connect directly to a power brick. Huh. Okay, I guess I misplaced them or something. What? Where did the model go?
Let's light this up, my children. This mod only requires 6 extra bricks. Take off these panels and take out the eyes. Build the new eyes like so. Stick the LED end of the wire in each eye and place them on. Yes. Feed the wires down the back into the torso. Take off the front and back plate from the torso and place the heart, the power brick. Feed the wires in, then cover it back up. Yes.
That tin head! I refuse his offer, and he up and steals our model?
But where would he hide a thing so big? Oh.
Our new initiates. We picked up our trophy a little earlier than expected. Bonathan, Whitney, prepare them for the ceremony.
Are we gonna tell them we rigged the vote, Bonar?
What?
Your name is Bonar?
Get them!
Hey! Stop!
That was close.
Yeah.
Well, guess we gotta put Mangle back together again. Well, all that effort you put in, for nothing. Oh well.
Foiled again! If only I had a manual to rebuild this mess!
Which you can find in the description and pinned comment.
Who said that? God? Ah!
This is our last FNAF Lego video for a while. At least one like this. We had a blast making this video, but it was an enormous time and money sink.
And it took us way longer than expected, but I hope you avid Withered Bonnie cultists, fans, get a kick out of this. I may not understand why you act like this faceless bunny is the second coming of Christ, but we had our fun with it.
If we were to go forward making more mocks, the videos would be much simpler. I hope that's okay with you. That being said, we do have some ideas for future mocks.
Again, a link to the instructions and parts list will be in the description and pinned comment. Also, happy 10th anniversary to FNAF, and thank you for 2,000 subscribers. Holy crap. And If a masked man tries to gaslight you into liking a mangy old rabbit, send our regards. See ya!